Leo, hello, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your February shift reading. So we're looking at the shape you're shifting out of this month, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shift looks and feels like for you. So before we get into cards, Leo, as I was meditating on your energy, I saw you getting spruced up. Specifically, like either putting on lipstick or like tying a bow tie. And then from the bow tie, that sort of evolved into Fred Astaire. Like you were like pulling on that bow tie, making sure you look real spiff, and then like moving with the grace, elegance, humor, silliness, but class of Fred Astaire. Maybe you were like sprucing up to go someplace or to have like a performance or something like that, but you were definitely like, I just saw you like gliding on air like Fred Astaire. Which speaks to me that you are being seen by others in some way, and that you're like you were getting ready for some sort of, performance or public thing or like black tie event. But it also made me wonder, like, okay, Fred Astaire, where's your Ginger? Where's your Ginger Rogers? I don't know. Let's see how this applies. We're gonna go to cards. This is the slow holler deck. We're gonna start by asking, what is the shape you are shifting out of in February? Okay, Leo, what is the shape you are shifting out of? What is the shape Leo is shifting out of here in February? Woo. Okay, two cards. Two cards came out here. Three of Wands and the Visionary of Vessels. In this deck, that's the Queen of Cups. I'm feeling something very specific here, that you're shifting out of a space of keeping your emotions inside and like dreaming about your future. Because the energy of this combo is that you're like looking out at your future, waiting for your future to come to you, thinking and dreaming and wishing and hoping about your future, while also keeping your emotions contained in this bottle and like only letting out. See, the spout is so small, only letting out a little bit of a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time. And like, here's the dream, right? If you're looking out over the horizon, waiting for your future to come to you, here's the horizon, here's the dream that you are keeping inside. There's something now, Leo, about shifting out of keeping it inside and like conjuring, dreaming, wishing, but keeping all of that inside. It's like, it's there. I don't know. I'm feeling that there's a move towards something more external, but before I speak too much, let's see what the cards say. What is the shape that you are shifting into in February? What is the shape Leo is shifting into in February? That's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take all those. The reading's going to be forever if I do. One card, please. One card, maybe two. What is the shape that Leo is shifting into in February? Okay. Interesting. We got the World. Bringing a cycle to a close. This is the card about completion in the tarot. Completion, bringing something to fruition, bringing it full circle. There's something here too about the apple. I'm not usually that drawn to the apple in this card, but today for you, I'm being really drawn to the fact that the apple is cut in half and its core is being shown. There's something about like revealing the insides, you know, because if the apple is whole, you can't see the core. You cut it right in half and it's like, you know, you can see the insides, you can see the core. That's what I'm seeing here. Oh, and I'm getting this other message that there's like, ooh, this is like Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. There's one half. Where's the other half? See that? The other hand is empty. It's like, here's one half of the apple, revealing the core. Where's the other half? There's a question for me about where the other half of this apple is. And I had that same question with the Fred Astaire. It's like, where's the other half? Who would be Ginger Rogers? You know, like where's the counterbalance energy? Interesting too, sticking out to me that both of these cards, the shape you're shifting out of, the shape you're shifting into, have this element of containment. See the circle? You're bringing something to completion. I wonder what. And the thing about the World card is it's the final card in the major arcana of the tarot. Once you finish and complete this cycle with the World, you start back over at 0. You start with a fresh, clean slate with the 0 card. You go all the way to the end and you start over from the beginning. So implicit in this ending here in February is a complete new journey. A completely new journey, a completely new start. So, 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Just saying, because this whole thing, I've been like feeling this energy of where's your counterpart? Where's that counterpart? And here's that counterpart energy. The 2 of Cups talks about an intimacy between two people that requires masks to be shed, right? Identities to be, or like false masks to be pulled back for the truth to be revealed. This one is expressing themselves to the other. They're both pouring in equal work and emotions into this relationship. Like there's a real, we're on the same level and we're revealing ourselves to one another in a very raw way. That's what's coming through this 2 of Cups. And I kept feeling like, where's the other half? Where's your other half? You know, where's your counterpart? Interesting. Let's see what this shape shift looks like for you, Leo. What does this shift look and feel like for Leo in February? I think that's the Sun card. Oh my gosh, too many cards. I'm not taking all those. Oh, maybe one more. Maybe not. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it was the Sun card. Yay. The Guild. Okay. The Sun, the Guild. I think there is one more that needs to come through. One more for Leo. What does this shift look like and feel like for Leo? Okay. This really similar story is kind of coming out for a lot of folks. It's very interesting for February. Okay, we're like almost halfway through the zodiac at this point, and this exact combo has come out for a few people, specifically Cancer. And I shuffle these decks like crazy in between, so. Okay, this is what that shift looks like. You're on your way to ending something, to bringing something to completion, something I think you've been like dreaming about for a long time, keeping inside emotion. You've been like keeping it inside emotionally, and now you're ready to do what needs to be done to end this and complete this. And here's what we got. The Guild, which is the Hierophant in the traditional tarot. Okay, the 9 of Stones or 9 of Pentacles, and your card, Leo, the Sun card, which we love to see for you. So there's something very clear here about For me, the guild is about like larger societal commitments that you make, commitments to either, since the Two of Cups came through, it could be talking about a marriage for someone, because that is like a larger societal commitment, even if it is in an intimate sphere. But it could also be talking about like a commitment you have made in the past to some sort of larger institution, like a university or a church or something that you felt a sense of belonging to. Okay, again, marriage, workplace, religious affiliation, something like that, some sort of societal thing. And I see you breaking free of that, because I'm drawn to the shedding, the tears that are being shed here. It's like, if this is your emotions being kept inside, here's your emotions now flooding out. And I think that, and the reason I say you're separating from some sort of larger institution in favor of something that's more harmonious for you is because we have the Nine of Stones, which shows you very independently, like striking out on your own and building a foundation for yourself that is yours and yours alone, not associated with this larger societal entity, whatever that is for you, this guild. You are no longer part of the guild. You are striking out on your own with this, like, you know, Capricorn energy. We could absolutely be talking about someone who is starting their own business. Or, since the Two of Cups is coming out, we could be talking about someone who is separating from a marriage or a union of some sort, a commitment. And they are ready now to build a solid foundation for themselves separate of that commitment. And they've been dreaming about doing this for some time and perhaps keeping it inside. And now I think it may be ready to come out, like you're ready to do this. And somehow you go striking out on your own in this way really brings you into the fullness of your identity, because this is your card in the tarot, Leo. The sun, and what we see in the Slow Holler deck here is a peacock and like a sunflower. You know, there's something here about you flamboyantly bursting out, which is congruent with the Fred Astaire. You know, you being like, okay, I'm striking out on my own, I'm tightening my bow tie, I'm about to spiff this up, and I'm gonna show up in my full flamboyance. I am making this choice and I'm showing up as like the full radiance of my being. I am ready for this. That's what it feels like. I am ready for this. I'm ready to shine. The sun shines, and this being here in the Nine of Pentacles is shining in their self-sufficiency and in their independence. Essentially, we're looking at committing to yourself, your needs, your self-worth, your dreams, as opposed to some other entity. And that brings you into this sense of something really completing in your life now and something entirely new beginning. It's a big deal, Leo. This is a really big deal. Again, something that you've been gestating on, dreaming about, wishing, thinking about, but keeping inside for a very long time. I think now, here in February, you're really doing it. You're actually striking out on your own, like physically. Not just making the decision to do it, but I'm seeing you like physically doing it. Setting up, laying the groundwork for you to climb to the top and shine from the height, the pedestal where you belong, which brings you into union. You know, we saw the Two of Cups. Let's just see. Interesting. Three of Cups, two. Yeah. both cards about union, bringing you into union with either maybe a partnership that's more right for you, or like a business partnership that's more aligned with you. But regardless, it's definitely bringing you into union with yourself, which Two of Cups energy can mean that. You know, breaking from this larger thing that isn't necessarily serving you. It's the Hierophant is asking you, the guild is asking you, what are you building? What community are you building? What energies, community or personally, are you committing to? And I think between the Nine of Stones and the Sun, perhaps you're ready to commit to yourself in a completely new way, whatever that means for you. And it's going to mean something different for everyone. And part of committing yourself means ending something, bringing something to completion so something entirely new can begin. Which again, I think you've been dreaming about for some time. So we're gonna grab an oracle card for you here before we go. But Leo, if this is resonating with you and you would like to dive deeper, I'm gonna take this reading now into an extended where we will go in. We'll use clarifying decks to really get specific information for each of the cards in this spread. Like, what have you been gestating on? What have you been dreaming up here? What have you been scheming to do? What does this mean exactly to strike out on your own? What are you breaking a commitment with, and what are you committing to moving forward? And how does that bring a sense of closure into your life? Okay, so we will look at that deeper. If that sounds like it's interesting to you, stick around. At the end of this reading, there will be a little preview for you to see if that extended is resonating with you. If it is, click the link in the description below and that will take you to Patreon, where you can view that extended reading. Okay, so Patreon is an online community that I've created for folks who are interested in diving deeper in my work. If that sounds like you, go over to Patreon, read the full description that's there that tells you all about how it works, okay? And we can connect over there and you can view this extended. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Okay, so let's get you, love this. Split the deck and we got rainbow. Hello, that's where you're going to here, Leo. It's like miracle territory. It is, you know, the pot of gold at the end is what I'm feeling here. And I'm seeing this in equal but opposite reaction as like you just absolutely skyrocketing now. Straight to the top, straight to the top. Okay. What is the guidance? These are postcards from the liminal space, in case anybody's wondering. What is the guidance for Leo here in February? Okay, that was quick. Interesting. Well, the dream always comes disguised as the nightmare. Okay, so this really could be about some sort of intimate partnership for somebody, or like a home situation, family situation, because we see this like supposedly happy family over here, but there's clearly something lurking in the background. It's like if someone is breaking a commitment to some sort of like house or marriage situation, it's because it's like there's been something lurking that's not quite right, and so you need to branch out on your own and do something else. You know, if this is not romantic for you, take it how it resonates. But the point of this card is that like this may seem like a nightmare to do this, to bust out on your own, but it says the dream comes disguised as the nightmare. And I felt that you've been dreaming about something, about doing something over here, and perhaps what's been stopping you is fear, worries that it's going to end up being like a nightmare, or that making that shift feels like a nightmare. But it's like, Leo, yes, it may feel like the nightmare, but it's actually the dream in disguise. Like doing this thing that can feel really, really hard and really scary to do is actually bringing you into full alignment with yourself, full, like the ability of your personality to just like absolutely shine. And also, you know, this is the happiest card in the tarot. So it is in fact bringing you the dream to do this, to bring whatever this situation in your life is to a close. Even if it feels like the nightmare, it's actually the dream. Okay, wow. All right, Leo, so we're gonna head into the extended now. Maybe I'll see you over there on Patreon. And if not, thank you so much for watching, Leo. Please do like this video if you are picking up what I'm putting down. Subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching. Happy February. It's like the missing ingredient in all of this, Leo, is the fire element, which is your element, funny enough. It's like if the magician has all the tools at their disposal to do this alchemy, if they have all 4 elements, earth, water, air, it's like the missing ingredient for you, Leo, for some time has been fire. And I'm seeing you tapping into that fire in this spread, tapping into the energy of the sun. You're ready. And it's like, once you do that, you know, fire is bold. Fire power steps forward boldly and makes the choice, even if it's scary. And it's like, Leo, once you do that, bam, magic. Then you have all of the ingredients in front of you to make the magic that your life is now calling you to make.